big shout out to the My Scotland.
Hello and welcome to Scotland HQ. We are coming to you live from the Cube in Stuttgart. And my goodness, this is a big show. This is the one, this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. Because tonight, Scotland can make history by qualifying out of the group stages for the first time if they can get a win against Hungary. It really is that simple, and it really is all to play for. And as usual in Scotland HQ, we have a fantastic show in store for you, and we're going to hear more from Amy Canavan.
We have a cracking show coming up, Craig Telfer. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you and this fantastic crowd in this fantastic set. And we will be speaking to some of the fans here. We'll have a little challenge with them as well. We're going to hear from Callum McGregor. He was given all his thoughts before this big game. But before all of that, Craig, I believe you have two very special guests waiting.
Oh yes, we do, Amy. We are joined by two heroes of the Scotland national team. The first is a former goalkeeper, and he is the father of our current #1, Angus. Please put your hands together for Bryan Gunn.
Afternoon.
And our next guest is a member of the Scotland Hall of Fame. It really doesn't get any better than that. He has managed the national team twice. He is Alex McLeish. Well, gentlemen, it's great for you to be joining us in Stuttgart. I mean, this is a huge match tonight, and as we mentioned there, it's simple. Beat Hungary, finish with 4 points, and we can get out of the group stages. How are you feeling about tonight's match? We'll start with yourself first, Bryan.
Absolutely buzzing. Got up for breakfast this morning. The fans in the hotel just were buzzing around as well. So there's a great buzz around the city. That's my big word at the moment, buzzing. So absolutely buzzing.
Oh, yourself, Alex, you buzzing?
We've seen this picture before somewhere, haven't we? You know, when we have a first day nightmare, and then the second one was really, really positive, and now it's all to play for. You know, I think we've got to have a real crack tonight and win this game.
So what are you expecting from Scotland today? I think Kieran Tierney is going to be missing this one. He got injured against Switzerland. How would you like to see Steve Clarke line up for it?
I think much the same. There's rumours that Shea Adams might not be fit, but that is rumours. So that might Shanklin might start up front. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, same again, same start, and really press high and get right in about them. That's another big Scottish saying that I've got. Get right in about them. And I think that's what every Scottish fan wants to see tonight.
We do. But you know, when we have a bad one, we always seem to. The next game we seem to rally, you know, and that's a Scottish trait. It's resilience for the Scots, you know. It's almost like we have to have a bad one before we have a good one. And the second game was much better, and now going into this third one here tonight with Angus Gunn's dad here helping me here on stage. You know,
it's my new name, by the way.
Your name is Angus Gunn's dad.
Can I tell you the story about it?
Yeah, go on.
So Big Alec and I unfortunately went to one of our ex-teammates' funerals in Bury. Frank McDougall passed away unfortunately last year, just after Angus had made his debut for Scotland against Cyprus. So I picked Alec up at the station. We've gone up to Bury. We're actually stuffed in the room, wasn't it? It was an unbelievable turnout for one of our ex-teammates. And anyway, after about 10 minutes, the two girls come walking up to me, and they say to me, "Are you Angus Gunn's dad?" And I sort of looked around and think, I suppose I am. That's my new name now. So that's what he calls me all the time now, Angus Gunn's dad.
Angus Gunn's dad.
It must be amazing, though, to see your son. Yeah, that's a brilliant round of applause there for Bryan. It must be incredible to see your son follow in your footsteps. You know, Angus is doing very well at Norwich at the moment. He's made a big impact at Scotland. How good does that feel to see him follow your footsteps like that?
Feels fantastic for me, and his mum Susan's in the room as well, so she helped produce Scotland's.
Round of applause for Susan as well there.
Take a bow, Susan!
But I mean, obviously, I played at Aberdeen, then I left Scotland to go to Norfolk. Angus and Melissa, his big sister, who's his biggest fan, were both born in Norwich. Then I came up to Hibernian when Big Alec was the manager. He brought me back up to Hibs. So Angus's first real goalkeeping session was at Inverleith Park.
Yeah.
And we got it on video, and the great production of the Scotland national team and all you guys do. They got the footage from my daughter Melissa, and then they played it alongside Succession song and Brian Cox and all of that. So that sort of built it up for me. And then I suppose when he made his debut against Cyprus, we had the family come down from Invergordon. My mum Jessie, who's in her 80s, so she was down, relatives, cousins. I think players get 4 comps, but we managed to get 24 in the lounge. So I'm always good at scrounging tickets, and there's a few people in the room that know about that. So we've got about 24 for tonight as well.
Brilliant. And have you been talking to Angus much over the course of the tournament?
As his dad, we text, we FaceTime. I think this is his own time now. He gets on with it. His girlfriend's here, his sister's here, his mum's here. He has little conversations with us all. We've got a WhatsApp group. He gave me stick this morning for telling the girls we're at breakfast at 9 o'clock, and he's come on to me and says, you know the girls don't get up early, Dad, so just leave them. So it's just chat, and then I don't get involved in any football stuff because that's Steve Clark and that's Chris Woods' job as a goalkeeping coach. So, and you know, I thought he got some unfair criticism after the Germany game. Okay, they got beat 5-1 as a goalkeeper. You know, you let 5 goals in, but there was another 5 saves, and then there was another 10 shots off target. So they were definitely under the cosh. But look, you've got to take the good and the bad. And obviously, after the Switzerland game, there was lots of good comments.
Yeah, made a lot of important saves in that match.
A lot of important saves. So, you know, he feels better within himself because of that. And hopefully that confidence now he'll take into tonight.
Excellent. That's exactly what we want to hear. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's nights like these that, as a young boy, you'd be dreaming of, you know, to get the chance to represent your country in a must-win match. Alex, how do you think the players will be feeling going into this one?
I think they'll be roaring to go, you know, I really do, because the first game was obviously disappointing for them. They showed their resilience in the second game, and I really do think that they'll be champing at the bit, you know, to get out there tonight and beat Hungary. You know, it's a tough game, you know. There's been decent performances from Hungary as well. They beat England 4-0 last year at Wembley. But I really do believe that we are at a level now where we're capable of beating them.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of the guys in English Premier League, you've got McTominay, McGinn. It's time to get them on the score sheets again. I know McTominay obliged a couple of days ago. But to get these guys playing, then the forwards need to hold the ball up for them to support them, you know, and get the chances that they've been thriving on in recent games. Yeah,
definitely. How did you approach big games when you were a player, Brian?
Well, I made my debut at Pataudry for Scotland against Egypt. I got beat 3-1. Big Alec was looking at me at the third goal, which he often did at training sessions at Aberdeen, and he went, I think you should have saved that one, big man. But I also left their leading scorer, Hussan Hussein. He picked up a flight of Gordon Jury's pass back from the halfway line and managed to get there before me and flicked it into the net as I double-fisted him in the ear. So he ended up spending that night in Aberdeen Royal Infirmary. So that's my claim to fame on my debut.
Now, Alex, you were the manager of Scotland the last time we actually played Hungary. Do you remember the match?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Well, it was... We had lost to Costa Rica, didn't we, in the previous game, so it was really a big reshuffle of the group. Gordon Strachan had narrowly missed out in getting us to the tournament previously, and I thought, right, I've got to really shake it up a wee bit here, you know, and we did use a lot of different players, and we lost to 1-0, and I remember the guy, one of the guys on TV saying disaster tonight, you know, we lost 1-0, first bloody game, you know. So the next game, 3 days later, fast forward, we beat Hungary 1-0, I think it was a penalty, but we won anyway in Hungary, which was decent. And and the same guy who you know, commentated on the previous game said, 1-0 Scotland tonight, let's not get carried away. We can't enjoy ourselves. No Scotland.
We've talked about how players will be approaching this game, but Alex, as a manager, you'll have done, like, you'll gone to dozens, hundreds of matches that are all must-win games. How do you approach them as a manager? Do you do anything differently? Do you just approach them the same as every other match? How would you handle this game?
No, I mean, it is about expressing yourselves. You know, the players are capable. They're playing at a high level. I think we've got expectation levels now. You know, and there's a lot of them, as I said, playing in the English Premier League, probably the best league in the world. We've got other fantastic players from different divisions, but you know, so you know, why are we undermining ourselves? You know, we have to be strong and think and believe that we can go into this game to beat Hungary. And I'm not saying we play with gay abandon, you know, but we do have to take the game to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And you were the manager when we beat France in Paris. If we get the win tonight, is that a bigger result?
I seem to be winning all these one-halves, didn't I? Sorry, the game in Paris was...
Yeah, that was an incredible match, but if we win this tonight, is that a better result than beating France in Paris?
Yeah, and so I would ask somebody to shoot for where James McFadden shot for.
My final question for you both. Is this the night that Scotland make history? Is this the night that we get out the fans are confident. The fans are confident we're going to do it. What about you? What do you think, Alex?
I really believe that this is a great chance, great opportunity, and I believe that we'll do it.
How about yourself, Brian?
100% yes. And I'm going back to Manchester on Tuesday, but I'll already be booking flights to come back later in the week. I don't know when the game will be yet, 1st or 2nd of July, but definitely be coming back.
When's the final?
When's the final, yeah.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Bryan Gunn and Alex McLeish. Fantastic guests.
Gordon.
And now we are going over to Amy, who's playing a bit of Stein time.
Absolutely are, Craig. Fantastic stories there from Brian and Alex. We have been loving Stein challenges throughout Scotland HQ, and our next contestant, or perhaps next victim, is Kenny. Kenny, come on in here. Come on in here, Kenny. Give Kenny a round of applause. Give Kenny a round of applause. Aye, put it down there now. Put it down there. It's a bit heavy, isn't it? In case anyone doesn't know. Kenny, do you know what a Stein challenge is? Have you been briefed?
I have.
You have been briefed. Well, the people in the room, the people watching may not have been. If they've not been watching Scotland HQ, though, that's a slight on them. A Stein challenge. We have a Stein that Kenny was just leaning on there. As you can see, it is pretty big. It is pretty heavy. It is filled with M&S Food Ginger Ale. Kenny will hold that out with his weaker arm. Did they tell you that part?
They did.
All right.
And I'm left-handed, so I'm going to hold it with my right hand.
We've heard that one a few times. We've heard that one a few times. We've heard that one a few times. Here we go, Big Alex. Thank you very much. You will be holding it out with your weaker hand, and you will be answering multiple choice questions. How many you get right, you might get a prize at the end of it. You might not. You might just get personal pride. You've got the support of the people in the room. That's all that matters. You ready to go?
Yes.
There we go. Nice one. Right, let's get the timer started for Kenny, and Kenny, get that out with the right hand. And your time starts now. True or false? Scotland have never played a competitive game against Hungary.
True.
Correct. Who scored Scotland's first goal in Euro 2024 qualifying? Scott McTominay, John McGinn or Lyndon Dykes?
John McGinn.
Correct. Which manager gave Kieran Tierney his debut? Steve Clarke, Alex McLeish or Gordon Strachan?
Gordon Strachan.
Correct. Who did Angus Gunn make his Scotland debut against? Cyprus, Spain or Georgia?
Cyprus.
He was listening to Brian. What is Scotland's highest ever world ranking? 10th, 13th or 16th?
13th.
Correct. Wow, that's 5. There we go, 5 out of 5.
Oh my God.
Keep that straight, keep that straight. Who scored the winning goal the last time Scotland played Hungary? James Forrest, Stuart Armstrong or Matt Phillips?
Oh, Matt Phillips.
Correct. Who is Scotland's oldest ever player? Davy Weir, Craig Gordon or Jim Leighton?
Craig Gordon.
He's on fire. Who did Billy Gilmore make his competitive debut against? Czech Republic, England or Croatia?
I'm going to go Croatia, but I might be wrong.
It's England. How many Euro finals have Scotland qualified for? 2, 3 or 4?
2.
4. Who did Andy Robertson score his first goal against? France, Spain or England?
Spain.
England. What's the time like, guys? What have we got on the time? How long do we have? Still plenty of time. Where did James McFadden score his wonder goal against France? Stade de France, Parc de France or Hampden?
Parc de France. My wife was on the toilet at the time.
Fantastic. A little story in there as well. Why not? Which player won their 50th cap against Germany? 2 are correct. Scott McTominay, Ryan Christie or Grant Hanley?
Grant Hanley.
No, it's McTominay and Christie. Which player scored an overhead kick against Austria in World Cup 2022 qualifying? Shea Adams, Ryan Christie or John McGinn?
My right hand's gone. B.
Ryan Christie, wrong, John McGinn. Who is Scotland's most capped defender? Tom Boyd, Alex McLeish or Davy Weir?
It's not gone. Alex McLeish.
It's not gone.
He's here.
It is Alex McLeish, you're right. True or false? James McFadden, and that is time up. That is time up. Do you need a swig of the ginger ale?
Probably not. I need a swig of something else. Just to say thanks to all the guys in the Scottish FA that have organised the business club. It's been a long tournament, but we're all here. We're all ready to go. Let's do it.
Fantastic words from Kenny. Fantastic words from Kenny. Well, Kenny's got 9 correct there. He's been a fantastic sport. Someone else who has been a fantastic... You can come back in. You want to do the link? Bash on. There we go. Kenny was a fantastic sport. Someone else who's been a fantastic support while out here in Germany is Callum McGregor. We caught up with him earlier in the week.
Always wanted to do that. I never get to do that fun stuff. Callum,
How you doing? You alright?
how are we?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Thanks for asking. No one ever asked the media team how they are.
Well, listen, you're an important part of it, so...
Are you happy to be back in Garmisch after all the madness of Cologne?
Yeah, well, it was obviously a busy night. Really good night. Obviously, there's been a few videos going about with Flower of Scotland and how good that was, and the boys put on a performance to match. So just unlucky, unfortunate. We didn't win the game. Maybe on a different night, the chances fall for us. But listen, a big step forward from where we were obviously last Friday. So good to get back out to base camp and just take the edge off it for a couple of days. We know there's a massive game coming at the weekend. The important thing is that we did ourselves justice. We're now back in the group and we head to Sunday with a real positive energy to go and try and be the first group to get out a group stage at a major tournament.
It's exciting.
Yeah, for sure. This is why you play football, to give yourself the opportunity to make history, and that's all you can ask, is to be given the opportunity, and we've managed to do that. We've put ourselves in a position, and listen, let's go full energy into the game, go and attack it with everything that we've got and see where we get to.
I think it's nice that you boys haven't shied away from embracing that historical side of it, because I know the line has been, we're not here to make up the numbers this time, big achievement to get there last time, but it's still another thing to properly embrace. Nah, we're here, we want to do something no one's ever done before.
Well, that's it. You know, there's probably been many players that have pulled on a Scotland jersey that have probably been in the same position that we've been in, and arriving into the last game with a chance to get through the group, and obviously for one reason or another it's not materialised. So we stand here as the next group of players with that opportunity, and we really don't want to let it go. Of course, we know football, anything can happen, and you're playing against a good side, but you know, like I said, all we can do is ask for the opportunity, and when you're given it, then we give everything that we've got and see if that's enough.
Without me trying to pretend I'm any sort of tactical expert, you and Billy always seem to dovetail well together. What do you like about playing beside Billy?
Yeah, he's an intelligent footballer, you know, really clever and understands the game. I think very similar to myself in the way that we play the game. You know, it's short passes, it's connecting the game, it's trying to breathe with the ball, and I think when you get to this level, you know, you do have to have an element of control with the ball. The teams that you play against, when you give the ball away, you don't see it for 5, 6, 7 minutes at a time, and then that's energy that you're using to try and get the ball back. So it's important that when you get it, you keep it. And like I said, I think Billy's a really intelligent footballer, especially for someone so young as well. He plays with a really mature head on him. Yeah, and I enjoy playing in there with him. We seem to have a nice relationship when we play together. So, you know, hopefully, if the manager goes that way, then it might get me and him in there again at the weekend.
What about Stuttgart then?
Yeah, obviously looking forward to it. We just go, like I say, we just go and see where we get to. I'm sure the place will be absolutely rocking. We'll be full of energy. The supporters will be full of energy, and we have to try and use that in a positive way as much as we can.
And without giving away any trade secrets that would get me a doing from Steve, what are you expecting from Hungary?
No, listen, I think they're a good side. They've done really well in the 2 games that they've played. The big physical side, but they like to pass the ball as well. So, you know, we'll have to do a lot right against the ball and try and be aggressive the same way we were against Switzerland. And you see at that point, well, good players can be uncomfortable in games as well, and that's what we have to try and do. And then when we get the ball, try and bring all our strengths to the game, try and keep the ball, try and attack down the side, and see if we can go and score a couple of goals.
What's the plan this afternoon?
Just chill, lunch, maybe try and get a haircut and a coffee.
Well, thank you for spending your valuable time with us, and good luck for Stuttgart.
Thank you, cheers.
We're now going to challenge Bryan Gunn in the Scotland HQ Ultimate Challenge. This is a big game, and a big game demands a big contestant. So we've got, how tall are you, Bryan?
6'3½".
Well, a 6'3½", perhaps the tallest person to take part in this contest. So, Bryan, it's effectively 3 pub games, and it's all very straightforward. What you have to do, first of all, you have to flip a beer mat and catch it. Yeah. Then you've got to get a ping pong ball into the Steiner, and then you have to sink a putt. And you've got to do it as quickly as possible. Okay. Scott McTominay managed it. He did it in 18 seconds. Right. No one has come close to it. However, in the Scotland legends, Colin Hendry did it in 28. Can you beat 28 seconds?
I reckon I can. The big Highlander did 28. I think I'm from further north. I can do it in 20.
Okay, it's a battle of the Highlands then. This is effectively, it's Colin Hendry against Bryan Gunn. Bryan, if you want to take your stance here, your time will begin as soon as you flip your first beer mat. Okay, so good luck. Oh, yes, so take that on you go. Yeah, let's see if you can get the ball into the Steiner. That's it, just finding your range, yes, just off the edge there. Oh my goodness, this is excellent. Now if you can sink this putt, you will certainly beat Colin Hendry. Oh my, oh, just off the edge. Go try that again, Bryan. Again, just finding your range here, just getting used to the rub of the green. Oh, this is where I think that Colin might have you beaten there. This is a good one. That's a good one. Yes! He's managed it. Bryan, your time there, 25 seconds. Well done. Let's see. You are second on the leaderboard. Good feeling?
Very good feeling. Has Angus done it yet?
No, he hasn't. We have the opportunity to take him on at it, but I think that might be a good way to get him to come on Scotland HQ, get him to take you on at it.
It's been good fun, so thank you. Enjoyed it.
Good. Do you mind if I actually quite fancy my chances against you?
Actually, you've been giving everyone stick, haven't you? Yeah. So, come on, let's see you do it. Okay. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Craig has been giving everyone at the Scotland HQ stick. I think poor Ryan Christie took about 3 minutes to get his done. So, Craig, what do you think you can do it in?
I'm going to go for 17 seconds. I'm going to try and beat Scott McTominay.
He's going to try and beat Scott McTominay's 15... Was he 18? 17 seconds. So give him a big cheer. Come on. Let's get him going. Put the pressure on. Right. Oh, he's fixing the field. Oh, he's got 3 in a row there. Look, he's been practicing. Come on then. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes, we'll give you that. Oh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I get a beer, please? Hey, here he goes. And he's ready for his first putt. Here he goes. Come on, son. No. Flying through the green. That's a nice putt. Oh. Wait a minute. They're not coming down. For whatever reason. It's not there. That's because he was potting a ping pong ball. Oh, here we go. Come on, Ryan Christie. Ryan Christie's the next record. Oh, come on, Craig. Come on, Craig. How much time have we got left in this programme? Are we nearly finished? Not long enough. Here we go. Give him a round of applause.
Nah, don't applaud that. Don't applaud that. 55 seconds.
Told you it was difficult. 25, I'll take.
I think the big problem is there, Bryan, you really did have a head start. Your whole career has been based on reflexes and working with balls.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely hopeless at it. So, yeah, I mean, it's a victory, but, I mean, if you can enjoy that, that says more about you than it does about me. But nevertheless, well done. Well done. Once again to Bryan Gunn. Brilliant. We're now going over to Amy Canavan, who's speaking with some fans.
Absolutely are, Craig. We would have had more time to speak to them if it didn't take you quite so long to finish off that challenge. But c'est la vie, this is where we're at. Paul and Richard have joined us. Thank you very much, guys. When did you get to Stuttgart? What's the sort of feeling like heading into tonight?
Got to Stuttgart yesterday afternoon. To be honest, I've been travelling back and forwards, and I've got a 6-week-old at home, so I got some shut eye. And I went out and about and saw the sights last night. So yeah, back on it today. Very much looking forward to the game.
How in God's name have you managed to get away with a six-week-old back home?
He arrived a little bit early, so I'm putting it down as his first gift to his old man.
That's a decent one. That's a decent one. And for yourself, Richard, how's the travel been? How's the experience been here in Germany?
Yeah, well, I'm from the most southern part of Scotland, in Windsor, in Berkshire, and flew in from Heathrow this morning on the Scotland Express. Really excited to be here. Looking forward to a fantastic game today, and it's great to be here with everyone.
That's a fantastic Scottish accent and a fantastic Scottish top as well. Where'd you find this one?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. He said that if we win tonight, he's getting a Saltire tattoo, though, so...
We are going to hold you to that. We also have temporary tattoos if you're wanting one of them. Is that maybe more up your street? A Scotland on Tour 2024 tattoo. We could give you that.
Well, I missed the face painting on the way in, so I'll look out for that a bit later.
And what is it about tonight that you're looking forward to the game, the optimism? We've been listening to Bryan there. Everyone's buzzing. What makes you buzzing, Richard?
I think I'm going to be part of history today. I think this is anything could happen after this. I think we get through tonight. I think I've gone for a 2-0. I've gone for an early goal in the first 15 minutes. And it'd be great to be part of history. I think, and then anything can happen. I think the luck will be on our side, and we'll get a good run in. So, yeah, it's going to be great, and it'd be fantastic to spin her in to have witnessed it.
And when history is created, because we're talking positively on this show, will you be celebrating? Will you have some sort of Scottishness on you tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure Paul will make sure I've got some Scottishness on me this evening, whatever that means. But one way or another, I might even change my middle name to Alex or something like that.
That sounds good enough to me. Paul, will you be okay with that? Be okay with just changing his middle name to Alex? And what is the Scottish twang that he's going to get tonight?
He's got a flag. There's talk of a tattoo, temporary or otherwise. Middle name. I think that's sufficient. Yeah, coming back for the last 16, probably. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, we're trying to get Richard as part of this Tartan army. We're getting there. We've heard from the fans in here, but we have also been hitting the fans in the streets of Stuttgart with EE's Proud Supporter campaign to hear what makes them proud to be part of the Tartan army.
It's history, it's culture, it's family, it's togetherness.
Because I am Scottish and it's the best country in the world.
I think they don't take themselves too seriously, and they're all very friendly. It's like you put your Scotland top on and everybody gives you a wee nod and a hello, how you doing, and sort of look out for you and everything, and the camaraderie here has been fantastic.
Football's only 90 minutes, but we're here to experience a bit of culture and a few steins, a lager, etc.
I think maybe the camaraderie of being a Scotland fan's probably one of my proudest things.
Proudest moment would be when Archie Gemmell scored the goal in Argentina.
Oh, my proudest moment was when we beat France at Hampden.
I'll never forget going to France and seeing James McFadden score that goal. That was just fantastic.
Beating Norway, 2 late goals, and looking at Harlan's face in the last minute in the dugout when he thought he had won.
Just keep going. We're improving all the time, so just keep going. Hopefully we'll get a win.
Keep doing what you're doing, try to get a result every game.
We just have to take it from here and go for it against Hungary and get the win.
Just do it, man. Just do it.
Thank you to everyone who's tuned in to today's episode of Scotland HQ. We want to thank our fantastic audience here in Stuttgart. We want to thank everyone who participated in our wee videos. And we especially want to thank Bryan Gunn and Alex McLeish, two absolutely fantastic guests. And now, all roads lead to the game against Hungary tonight. How are you feeling?
I was a little bit nervous coming into today, Craig, I can't lie, but Bryan Gunn and his buzzingness has got me buzzing as well. I am now on cloud 9, ready to go, and I think we're going to do it tonight, I really do.
I think so. I'm buzzing like an old fridge as well. That's the word for the day, is just buzzing, but like feet on the ground but head in the clouds. And I think it's simple. This is a good Scotland team. If we play well, if we play to our maximum, we can do the business and we can make history and get out of the group stages and stay in this tournament for a little bit longer.
Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds absolutely tremendous, doesn't it?
Excellent, can't wait. We'll see you tonight in Hungary. We'll see you tonight at Hungary in Germany. Come on, Scotland!